it's big, man. It has a presence for sure.
It is cool. Like, it's definitely every point in the movie that you remember. It's just funny to focus on that.
All right. Welcome back to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John, and today we have a special guest, our friend Brad. He's over here. Check him out. If you guys have been following the Collecting Brothers, you might recognize him from episode 27. Whoa, way back there. We're up to 52 today. And so happy to have you join us today, Brad. How you been?
Doing good, man. 27 Club, baby. You know me. I brought a friend, like always.
What you got today? What do you got?
This is Agnes. Oh,
there we go. Oh, boy.
We got some flowers for the season. We decorate her every season. This is the second closest thing I have to a collectible, but I keep her around, and she's very popular with the family. Scares my children. Agnes, 2020.
Yep. There she is. Agnes, welcome to the show.
We got her, and we're here, baby. So let's rock and roll. Show me what's new,
All right, let's go ahead and get started today. And so first up is McFarlane Toys, and they got some goodies for us today. We are getting a Blue Beetle Gold label. This is going to be Target exclusive. This is the second time they've released this Blue Beetle, but this one is coming with 4 extra hands, scarab, little scarab prop there, grappling gun, and of course that collectible card and base. Now, one thing I did see people commenting on is, why are we not getting translucent goggles? On the art, you can see those goggles that are translucent. On the figure, we're not getting that in both releases. So interesting. That is something that maybe they can't do or don't want to do. Not sure, but it would definitely make the figure, I think, hit that next level.
Yeah, I don't know much about this guy, but I get a lot of Tick vibes, a lot of weird Venom vibes from the on the chest. But I did notice that as well, that his eyes come through in the graphic art and versus he's Spider-Man'd out in the goggles.
He's full on there. Yeah. So this is the original Blue Beetle here on the right.
Whoa! That was a happy boy.
Right. Yeah. He was like a happy, chipper guy. The goggles are more bug-eye-ish. The blues are a little muted, a little darker. And then here on the left, we do have the updated with the more serious face and the different eye goggle shape. So it is, I would say it's different enough. It is very, very similar, but there are some differences in this single release. So if you did pick up the 2-pack, maybe you can pick up the single release. Get that those sets of hands, and the accessories are pretty good on this one.
Yeah, little similar, little cheesier. Got a little smirk on one.
yeah.
What's he shooting out of that gun? That's my question. What's going on?
I believe it's the scarab thing. So the mythology on this guy is that there was this Egyptian scarab this archaeologist found, and it had a power, and it chose him, and he then became the Blue Beetle. And so that's kind of like the Green Lantern, the power ring. It just gets passed along to different people, and different people can become the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, well,
there you go.
Seen the Mummy, and that's the first time I saw Scarab, so I understand. Yeah,
that guy's trying to get it out.
Yeah, you can see the joints on the left guy underneath, right near the positive area, and then there's a couple of arms on the other side. So how common is that? Where you see those?
This is specific to McFarlane. That's how McFarlane does the crotch pieces. Instead of doing a hard plastic crotch, he does a joint system covered with a soft plastic little underwear, basically. Okay. And so you do get to see the articulation and the tooling underneath that. It allows for more range of movement because it is a softer plastic, but it does kind of break the silhouette at times.
Yeah, I like it. Looks good. Well, funny, but here we go.
Next one, we are getting a first look at the Green Lantern. Woo, classic. This is Adam Scott from Days of Vengeance. Old school. Man, that face, that's a good looking face. Got the pucker, he's got the jawline.
I knew a guy like this in high school. It wasn't me, but I remember there's somebody we went to high school with. Yeah, I remember.
But here we go. Alan Scott, the Green Lantern. Very classic or, alternate version inspired of this suit. Definitely doesn't read as a Green Lantern, but with that Green Lantern logo insignia on his chest, definitely is that Green Lantern. So just a little first look there. We don't have any prices on this one just yet, but it is what it is.
It's tough, and you see the same body, and the upper abs rotate and things like that. Yeah, you don't get a lot of Green Lantern vibes from this, I guess, unless from the chest, other than the collar. But yeah, it feels very yeah.
Just new, like it feels classic, like this is like some weird Watchmen character, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But it is, yeah. So there we go. Next up, we are also getting a Superman from Action Comics #1. So yeah, this is like the first ever Superman. I love how they did the eyes. Way back then in those DC comics, those eyes were so small, like they're just like little beads, little beady eyes. And so I think he did a really great job on the head sculpt to get that across from that Action Comics #1.
Very tough, dude. They come across very macho, very
Yeah.
big jaw lines. He's got the face lines, everything, like not trying to run into this dude. I don't know, but good looking, right? How
Yeah,
tall do these stand?
these will be 7 inches, 7 inch scales. So they're a little taller than
Gotcha.
your like most of the 12 inch
Yeah.
or 1/12 figures, but that's just how McFarlane does it.
Tough, old school. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one's definitely old school. This is the first version of Superman. All right. Next up, we have Abyss from Batman versus Abyss. And this, when I first looked at it, I was like, dang, is this a new character in Fortnite? I'm just joking.
Reaper.
Yeah. But I do love the helmet with the little X's, and it is some kind of Grim Reaper character. I have not read Batman versus Abyss, but he looks like a pretty imposing villain.
Big Batman fan, and I also haven't heard of Abyss.
Okay.
So
Maybe
does
something
look,
newer.
yeah, it must be newer. Giving me some Scarecrow vibes, maybe a little bit of
Yeah.
a ripoff there, maybe, but with the scythe and stuff, also with
Yeah.
the armor, is this one of Batman's many Robins that he's abandoned and became, because check the armor, check the,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
true.
Who knows?
That's true. Yeah, he's got even like a utility belt, I think.
Right. So
Interesting.
it's giving me some knockoff Batman vibes. Maybe this is born to Jason, Jerry, Dick, James,
One
whoever.
of the Graysons, who knows?
How many fingers you got? Yeah. So
Well, okay, yeah, here we got Batman versus Vis, cool black villain. I do love that helmet though with the X on the eyes. It is
the
cool.
hood is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. All right. Next up from McFarlane, we are getting a Spawn with the Garbage Throne Sketch Edition. Now, this is going to be $50 on Entertainment Earth exclusive. He's been doing this lately where he does two versions of these exclusives, one autographed and one not. So here is the $50 would get you the base figure, not autographed. But if you do want that autograph, that's going to run you $80, and it did sell out.
Yeah. So McFarlane Toys. This is how it came to found him. I'm 88 or 7 years old. My mom got me a few of these. So Spawn was
nice.
Spawn. I had like the Demon Lady. I had the weird devil death horse. Spawn and the movie was like my favorite.
Oh yeah.
So I got these, but they were very realistic, very like high visual, effects.
Yeah.
Everything was detailed, is what I'm saying. So
yeah,
but not with the cape though. I didn't have the cape, and that cape is large.
it's big. It can get pretty big for Spawn.
As it should.
But
love the trash. What would you call it? The throne?
It's a throne. Yeah, it's a trash throne.
Love it, dude.
It's Spawn. Yeah, and I do like the black and white version. It is, mainly a repaint of old figures, but it's a cool aesthetic. And the $50 one, the non-autographed one, is up for pre-order still on Entertainment Earth. Yeah. But the signed version is sold out. So
they want to resell. Yeah, buy the one and play with it. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, if it was only limited to 500 pieces, so people tend, especially collectors, tend to like gravitate towards those limited editions where it is actually stated there's only this amount, and they just buy them all up. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you dig it, you dig it. But if you don't, that's okay.
If you're into Spawn, you're into Spawn. If you're not, you're not.
That's true. That's 100% how that works. Yeah. All right. Let's jump over to our HasLab conversation. Just a quick update on the G.I. Joe XH1 helicopter. Last week, we were at 13,952 backers. Progress was kind of slowing down a bit. We weren't getting a lot of, we weren't getting that big jumps. We were just kind of slowly chugging along, which is fine. They do have 19. They had 19 days back then, but they do have 19 days currently. But with the update here, we're at 14,249 backers. That was an increase of 297. So it is increasing just slowly. Last week they increased by 600, now to 300. We'll see if we reach the goal. The next goal is 16,000 backers. So I don't know if we'll make it at that pace. I don't know.
So yeah, I see 10,000. So did they not meet the goal, or are they just going to graduate and try to be more?
No, yeah. So they did meet the goal, but they have these tiers. So they have 3 additional tiers to unlock more things. So the project is funded, but we're trying to see how many more extra things we could get. And those extra things are figures. So we hit the 13,000 mark, which guaranteed the first figure. And then they announced the 16,000 backer figure, but we haven't hit that yet. And then there's still a 19,000 backer goal, stretch goal, that I don't think is going to hit it. I'll be honest.
Really?
It's just slowing down unless that last figure gets revealed and it's just a phenomenal figure, just a need, a want.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will hit that last goal, but we'll see.
Yeah. G.I. Joe's the OG, right? Like, it's gotta be there at some point.
G.I. Joe fans are like solid. They're hardcore
Right.
Transformer fans, and the new G.I. Joe classified series figures, like as a person that didn't grow up with G.I. Joe,
Right.
those figures are phenomenal enough. They're so amazing that I do want them, even though I have no attachment to the franchise.
Right.
They're really good.
Yeah. G.I. Joe. Yeah, it's good. You gotta say you got it.
Right. And this helicopter is amazing, man. I love helicopters, and to get like basically it's like an Apache looking helicopter, but
yeah, it's got the 2 wings. Yeah.
It's cool. All right. Let's jump over to the Joe. The last week of Joe June, we released some final figures here. We're getting a Firefly, a Nunchuck, and a Crimson Viper. This whole month, every week, they've been giving us new reveals and pre-orders, and so it's been really exciting to be part of that and watching that along. First up is Firefly here for $25, and this is mainline release. Everyone can pick him up, and he's looking really, really, really tactical.
Absolutely. Looks like it, dude. Double freaking guns. Everything he's got a knife in his arm, dude. Oh man, that's tough. He's got a wheel on his backpack. Yeah, we're going in.
Yeah, and I love the headgear, man. G.I. Joe has recently been doing a lot more headgear, helmets, goggles, these night vision goggles. They look incredible. The military stuff that they're bringing in is amazing.
It does look good, man.
Looks great.
That's insane.
Here's Firefly. And we did previously get a Firefly with Cobra Island, I believe, but this is just a mainline. And I think he's even more decked out, more straps, more attachments, more weapons, and more everything.
Yeah. Can this guy fly a helicopter?
He sure can.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Bonaducci here. We got Nunchuck. This is some Wolverine samurai.
So this guy Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he's got nunchucks that you can put on his back. He's got the double swords like Leo, like Mikey, and he's got those claws like Wolverine. So really cool. For me, I don't know. I'm not digging the whole ninja stuff. Yeah. It's cool, but I'm more into that military like aesthetic. And this is all right.
I do like the sort of cinematic part of the right here, you know.
Yeah. They do a good job on these.
Samurai, the ninja, you know, whoa. Yeah. I trained, I've mastered, I've done, you know, everything to become this. My castles hang in the wind type of thing. I know exactly your move before you make it type thing. But it is also weirdly green camouflage. So it for me, and that's weirdly American. And so it's like I get a mix of that. But and then the feet are also
it's the
turtle feet. So I don't know.
It's the Japanese, it's the samurai.
Yeah,
ninja feet. Yeah, this is going to be an Amazon exclusive, and so they did have a few on Hasbro Plus, sold out, of course, but it is still up on Amazon for pre-order. So there you go.
Still cool though.
Yeah, it's still cool. Next up, we are getting this Crimson Guard. Or hold on, give me one check. Let me see what it was. Crimson Viper. Yeah. Crimson Viper. Just another baddie, you know, just a Cobra affiliate, Cobra soldier, big old laser blasting gun, cool helmet, goggles. I do like the boots. I like that they go all the way up to the knee pads. Those are cool.
Get a little Halo vibe from it.
Oh, yeah.
Big old gun, big face mask, very Evo,
EVA,
Halo
yeah, for
vibe,
sure.
minus the goggles, but yeah, it feels that way a little
That's
bit.
cool. Yeah, but $25 as well for that Crimson Viper, and this will also be a mainline release, so it'll be everywhere. Don't worry.
Awesome.
All right, next up, they announced on their final Yojo stream, they announced a collab with Transformers. We are getting a Soundwave Dreadnought Thunder Machine. So it's $100, Amazon exclusive. Here's what we're getting. We're getting 2 figures, Zartan and Zarana. Oh, I might be saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Correct me down in the comments below.
Yeah.
But they actually get the little tiny figures that get to ride on the back of the Soundwave here. And it looks cool. Like, I mean, you get Soundwave as a figure, which means you also get his little, I can't remember that guy's name, the Ravager. I'm not sure. But he's the little thing that transforms into a cassette and also pops out as an animal. And Zartan can hold him on a leash. Really cool looking figure, man. I think, and honestly, a good collaboration.
Very cool, dude. The old school box, it takes me back kind of thing, but just kind of the vibe of you get 2 characters in this, and here's coming in crashing, dude. But it reminds me of Transformers all the way. The little guys are the best part, I think, because they're kind of little funky, but they in probably to the back, and then you rock and roll. Also, there's a dog, so he's not
what more could you want? Yeah.
Yeah, what more could you want, man? It's funny.
So really cool collaboration on this G.I. Joe Transformers team. And that the alt mode looks sick, dude. I love this freaking vehicle. Looks
got
good.
The cow guard, with the Trans Am front end, past the wheels,
lowered than the
got
wheels.
The Gatling gun over the wheels. Very much 80s, dude. The most metal you can get, and gonna absolutely run over your Honda Civic. Yeah.
There you go. But there you go. You also get the Zarna carded figure, just that little tiny one, and as well as the Zartan figure. So I think that's really cool. I think it's a great collab. $100. I can't tell you how I feel about that price. For me, cool. If you want,
I don't know. Yeah, how nostalgic are you? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. All right, let's jump over to Transformers. We just got done with that collab, so let's segue on over to Transformers. We're getting 2 figures here. Nothing too exciting, at least for me. We are getting a deluxe class Predacon Tarantulas and a core class Starscream. Let's go ahead and look at that deluxe class Tarantulas. It is a re-release. We've gotten this figure before, but the paint apps do look a little different. So if you missed out on him initially, here's your second chance at him.
Looks good, man. It looks if the legs are little flexible, I forget what you call that in the figure world, but I don't know, man. I'm a sucker for a spider.
Yeah, this one's cool. Tarantulas is good. A Beast Wars figure. He's pretty prominent in the show. And yeah, he's got all the articulation you could want in the knees, ankles, everything. The Transformers do have a lot of articulation because just the nature of their, they're Transformers. They got joints everywhere because you got to fold them into whatever position this is.
Let's go to Starscream. This is my favorite Transformer, man.
Yeah, Starscream. Yeah, he's really cool. This is the core class size, so it's a lot smaller. Just a little tiny guy, probably maybe just about this big. But it is cool. Me and Josh asked our community, hey, why do you guys buy core class? Like, if there's anyone out there who buys it, why do you buy it? And we got a few responses, just people saying like, it's just it fits in your pocket. It can go with you anywhere. It can be in your car. One of our friends was like, hey, I play with it during traffic.
Like, yeah, little buddy, man. Fidget spinner, kind of.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a little fidget spinner, and it's a cool Transformer. So that is, maybe that's not everybody, of course, but that were a few responses that we got from our community about why you would pick up a core class. And I understand that. I get that for sure, man. But here is Starscream in that core class size, and it still looks good.
Still looks good, man. Yeah, and Starscream's the best, man. If you follow the Transformers lore, I mean, I love Starscream, dude.
He's a cool guy, yeah.
The abandoned Transformer, he belongs, but he gets mistreated by one. Yeah,
yeah.
I love it. And I love the fact that people are carrying them around in their pocket, dude.
They're out there, dude. Those pocket figs.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it.
All right, let's jump over to Indiana Jones, the Adventure series. They had a big announcement. They announced a whole nother wave of figures. And along with that, here is everyone that you're getting. A little bit of some old movie, a little bit of new movie. And the cool thing about the Adventure series here is that instead of doing a normal traditional Build-A-Figure where you buy all 6 figures, build a bigger figures, what Marvel does, it's what Todd does over at McFarlane, the Indiana Jones series does build an artifact. So we'll get into that artifact here in a little bit. Stick with us.
Right.
But first up, we are getting in Indiana Jones from the Last Crusade for $25. Now, Indiana Jones is I feel like, gonna be released every single wave. At least one version of him will always be released, which kind of sucks because, like, if you get one Indiana Jones, do you really need another Indiana Jones? Do you need an Indiana Jones with a black tie? I mean, I don't know. That's up to you. That's your personal preference. For me, not so much.
It's Professor, by the way. Professor.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Where's the tie? Yeah. What do you want? Professor? Do you want the jacket? Yeah, you got it.
So, but there's Indiana Jones. Looks great. This one I am excited for. We are getting the old Dusty Grail Knight. You know, he's out protecting the chalice or whatever, the Holy Grail.
I guess.
Yeah, and I dig it. I dig old Templars. I love the chainmail look. I was excited about this when they announced this one. Not a fan of the cape. It's just going to be a hunk of plastic, but cool to get the old Dusty Templar.
So solid cape is interesting. Also, the sheath for the sword is very
suggestive.
Yeah, but also it looks sort of clunky.
Yeah.
But are the fingers, opposable there?
No, yeah.
Got that one wonky finger on the.
It's probably, I bet, to hold the cup.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily to hold that, but
the cup. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's the Grail Knight. That's cool. Little deep figure. Cool. But let's keep going. We are getting Henry Jones Sr. I am also
Henry Jones Sr.
We got Sean Connery here.
Sean Connery.
So I think this is cool. Again, a lot of the figures in this line are just going to be people in suits, people in old-timey clothing. But to get a Sean Connery face sculpt figure, I dig it. I dig it. And all those accessories, like an umbrella, a suitcase, a book, you can just translate all those or move those into other figures, other displays, and have more fun playing.
I think so. He looks like my boy Sean.
They did a good job.
If I knew him, now he's really risking dropping that umbrella, outside the handlebars. But that is absolutely Sean Connery from Indiana Jones. Yeah,
I think they did a good job on that for sure. Next up, we have Dr. Jürgen Voller. And now this, I believe, so that's what I thought too. I thought it was from the original, but this is actually from Dial of Destiny. So this is from a new movie. Yeah, this is a new character, Jürgen Voller. And again,
is this Mads Mikkelsen?
Yes, yeah. It's Mads.
Oh, it looks just like him. I could tell from the figure. That's
the
so
face.
crazy.
Yeah. So
that's good.
Another guy in a suit, but you do get that actor's face sculpt, and they do a good job on him.
They did.
Good job on them. All right. Next up, Dr. Elsa Schneider. I think I'm saying that right. Schneider. And this is not from Dial of Destiny. This is from Last Crusade, right? Just another Nazi.
Gotcha. Another one.
This is another one. They're still up there. Another remnant of the Nazis.
Mad Max goggles for the win. Nazi hat, but the rest of the outfit is very Vogue. Very good.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. And there's not a lot to be like, wow. But I mean, if you like these movies, you like these movies. If it's for you, it's for you, right?
There you go, Doc. Yeah.
Takes all kinds. Next up, a new character from the new movie. This is Ronaldo, some type of fisherman captain. He's got tattoos, old beard, ragged
shirt. Seen a lot, this guy, I'm sure. I'm surprised Andy Serkis isn't playing him because this sort of looks like a type of,
That's his character for sure, yeah.
He's seen a lot and he's very weak, but in the moment, I'm sure he shows up right when he needs up. Type of guy. Yeah.
But there we go. So if you collect all these, and you can then build an artifact, and that is the Grail table from the Last Crusade. So you get to have all those different chalices, all those different cups. as well as the knight protecting it, right? Because he's in the wave. So when you get all of these figures, you get to build that little stand there, the little table.
That looks good. Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't mind that. Yeah. And it's sort of an appreciation thing. You get what you put into it. And yeah, you can throw up your as above, so below.
I love so below. There we go. Yeah.
Weird. Maybe, I don't know. Well, think what you want about it, but Holy Grail is there. So
yeah. And it is cool that I do like this gimmick, where instead of building a big figure, because in Indiana Jones, there's just not that, there isn't big superheroes or anything like that you get to build little dioramas, little, artifacts. You get to build. I think the previous wave, you could build the Ark of the Covenant, which is cool. Yeah.
It makes sense for what the Indiana Jones is, right?
Yeah,
is it sort of that dive for an artifact every movie type of thing,
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think they do a good job.
Yeah. So
all right, let's head on over to Star Wars, the Black Series. We got a couple figures here that were announced. First up is the Kenobi series. So the Darth Vader from the Kenobi show. It is Anakin's face, right? We talked about last week the S.H. Figure Arts version of this figure. And looking at the Black Series figure, man, I don't like how large the helmet looks.
Is it big?
It looks big. Like if the head is starting and stopping there, you're getting all that extra. I don't know. I feel like it's proportioned out wrong, and maybe it's to fit in that head inside there. I'm not sure, but
don't ask him because did not kill Anakin Skywalker. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're getting the dual Zen Darth Vader for 28, and there's just a closer look at that face sculpt.
Not bad though.
No, yeah, I do agree. I think they did a great job on that. On like the detailing, the paint, you can even see his destroyed eyes and stuff. Yeah. This is going to be a Target exclusive, so be on the hunt for that if you want that dual Zen. You don't want to pay the SH Figure Art price for $28 there. But there's the packaging there, just a Darth Vader. He is banged up a little bit on like his chest piece in the center there, so it is different enough. So it's okay.
I like it, dude, and I like that whole little episode that
it was good. That was the best.
I look it up all the time just for emotional effect. So
yeah, no, when Darth Vader shows off that duel, the purple, they did a good job on that part.
Very good.
All right, next up we are getting Commander Appo for $28. Yeah, it's Tamir Morrison. He's a clone. He's the 501st clone, of course, that storms the Jedi Temple. So
yeah,
but yeah, cool. Commander Appo as well. Get hit it's just another clone. It is the third phase 2 clone, so that is cool. But
hard to fall in love with the new clones. There's so many.
There's a lot, and like I have. Yeah, for me, I don't collect clones specifically because there's so many different variations of them.
Yeah,
and I just don't need that.
A lot, but it looks good.
It does look good. All right, let's jump over to Mezco. Man, big news from them. Mezco is doing a Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. $130. It is a Mezco, but you're getting the idol here, the little stone table. Hasbro is also doing this, but again, the quality that Mezco produces is just a lot higher. But what do you think of this? It is all soft goods too.
Man, iconic, right? The most iconic. You cut back to the last slide there. Now I'll go one forward, and the grass, is that all placed? Like you see the ones in the front because they look sort of added in. That's what I'm curious about. If it's cloth and everything, how
it
real
might be flocked. So it's it might be that way because it does kind of stand out a little more.
Man.
Or they could just go plastic. I don't know.
Sure. But yeah, if you cut back to Indy, it looks good, man. Like, and as you were telling me 27 ago, episode 27, it does, the cloth, the attention to detail and stuff just really makes the deal. No tie, you notice.
Hey, this is Raiders.
There we go. And no jacket, right? So
you do get that brown jacket here.
You get the jacket, but this is Indy, I'll shoot you and not waste any time.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's your boy.
exactly. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the first one. And so he's looking great, man. I did hear some people complaining or I did read some people complaining about like the face likeness. They were saying that he looks like Chris Pratt. And I was like, I don't know. I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job to capture Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I definitely don't see Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I don't see Chris Pratt either.
I would say if I squint, I would still see Harrison Ford. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think they did a good job. I mean, look at that leather jacket. They even like distressed it, you know.
It's very good, man. They got the shoulder lines down, right across the top right here. Everything looks like it would form fit somebody of his size. I don't know.
It looks good.
Man. Crazy attention to detail.
Yeah. But there's some accessories getting a little spider web backing there. But here's everything you're getting. You're getting those 4 heads, those multiple sets of hands, of course, that base. You're getting 3 versions of the whip, one holstered, one cracking, one in the air, a satchel, a torch, the darts that come out when he's, running through the gauntlet there to get the idol. Yeah. And as well as the revolver, a little sack, switch out the idol, and of course some spider webs. But yeah, man, just amazing job.
It is really good, and I can't help but notice on the next slide, it looks like the faces of Doom, as he progressively gets more abused.
Different parts of the movie. Yeah.
I just got chased by a giant ball. I'm definitely upset.
They actually had a picture.
Stocky, right? Yeah. But I'm hoping it's just
I think it's the pants. It's the way the pants are fitting him. It's
a little baggy there, Indy.
It's a little baggy. Yeah.
Hike him up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Still cool. Very cool.
It looks great. Yeah. I guess those pants do look a little bit big. They did actually have a promotional picture too, with the ball rolling down, and people are like, "Oh, we're gonna get the boulder too," and it's like, no, you're not getting the
also, boulder. It's the '80s, so the pants were baggy back then.
That's true. All right, but yeah, Indiana Jones, Raid of the Lost Ark, Mezco exclusive. This is amazing, and if you can afford the $130 price tag. Honestly, I feel like this is the way to go outside of the Hasbro stuff.
Dude, look at that.
Yes, yeah. The clothing does degrade over time, and there's a lot of it on this figure. So you do risk that, but I think he looks great.
Stuff, man. Yeah, it's very good. Gun's a little forward, but no, I'd buy it if I had the money. I'd buy it.
Go. All right, let's jump over to S.H. Figure Arts. They announced over at S.H. Monster Arts, they announced a Blue Eyes White Dragon figure. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not like hardcore into it. I mean, I don't have a I don't have a little armband thing, but I do recognize Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's kind of cool to get a Blue Eyes White Dragon figure.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially this opens the door to more monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh!
So I'm going to get in trouble because I always thought Blue Eyes White Dragon was a magic card thing.
Oh,
and so
you're close. That's adjacent. Yu-Gi-Oh is adjacent to Magic.
I mean, I've played Magic a little bit, but still looks like the card though. I've seen the card, and still matches it. Now this is what's coming up.
Yeah, they just announced it. We don't have any more details. We just got this promo picture, so they're saying, "Hey, we're doing this. Check it out."
Gotcha. I wonder if the tail, the neck, the arms will be posable.
They should be. They should all be highly articulated. Previous Monster Arts do a good job with their tail articulation. The Godzilla figure that I have is super posable, and even though it's like thick, it's still good. It'll be a cool figure. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we are getting a SH Figure Arts Batman. Michael Keaton Batman from The Flash.
My man.
Yeah. $66. We're getting interchangeable heads with a different neck piece, unmasked and masked versions, 4 pairs of hands, 2 batarangs, and a cloak. So
beautiful. And now whoa, that's my guy.
The face sculpt.
Playing his final age, he's finally playing how old he looks. He's been Mr. Mom in my mind for
decades,
years. But and now the cape is awesome. Cloth.
Yeah. Cloth goods with wiring, so you can get that posability.
That's him, man, right there.
Right there. Yeah.
They got it down. That's pretty good.
This there's much to be wanting here. This does not look good to me. I don't know. The proportions are off to me. Like the mouth seems a little too big. I don't know what's going on with S.H. figure arts and their head sculpts lately, but it is what it is. But if I do pick this up, that's the pose you get them in, man.
Absolutely.
Where you have to turn your whole upper body to move your neck,
All shoulders, man. It's all
Yeah.
shoulders,
I love
baby.
it. I love it. So it
And
looks good, man.
still good though. Yeah, it's left to be wanting a little bit in the face, but the interchangeable heads and things. When he's got the mask on, I think it's absolute, dude. That's Michael Keaton. That's my Batman. Yeah.
That looks perfect. That looks perfect.
Awesome.
For sure. But yeah, $66, not bad. SH Figure Arts. All right, let's go. Keep going here. Next, our SH Figure Arts is the Super Saiyan God Vegeta. This is a 15th anniversary version of this figure for $53 for this Vegeta. He's looking mean. I love the deep dark blue that they're doing for his suit, and the blue hair looks great. You're also getting the God hair as well. So
it's
cool
very tough, man, and it sort of matches, the stances you want to see. The thighs are bigger than normal, the face very thin, and the arms are massive, and the hair is massive, and the chin is very small. Exactly what you want to see on these guys. It reminds me of my childhood watching these guys. Let's go. Over 9,000, baby.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks great. And it looks like you are getting a new base there. I'm not sure if that's the base that comes with it, but it is a little shinier, a little glossier. I think it looks great for that anniversary figure.
Little mirror base. Yeah. Looks good.
Cool. All right. Let's jump over. That'll do it for SH Figure Arts. Now let's jump around the net. Basically, these are cool things that we find on the internet that aren't really associated to big companies or stuff that we talk about consistently. So first up, we are getting the biker's mouse from Mars.
Who knows, man? Look at this guy. I don't even know what I'm looking at here, but I'm not messing with this dude.
Yeah, it was a show when, right after the Turtles, came out, and everyone loved the Turtles. Yeah. And if there were Street Sharks that copied it, you got these Biker Mars, Samurai Pizza Cats, just a lot of people just trying to create the money-making machine that was Ninja Turtles. Right. Let's see here. Biker mice from Mars. That's what they're called. The biker mice from Mars.
Interchangeable hands, it looks like.
Different heads, and the company is Nacelle.
Yeah, you got that. What is that?
And yeah, they come with hot dogs. I don't know. They were very adamant and proud that each figure come with hot dogs. But here's Throttle. And then we have Vinny, just the other version of that mouse or mice, and of course Moto. So
now I'm liking Moto a little bit. Looks like Moto might be in space some of the time.
Well, they're from Mars.
Well, forgive me. I was unaware. Mars, and they love hot dogs. It makes sense now. Yeah, they landed on freaking
Earth,
New York. Yeah, so.
Interesting. $36. I think that's pretty good. I think it's a fair price for everything that you're getting here. I'm familiar with the toy companies, so I don't know what type of plastic or how they feel in hand and how posable they are going to be. But from the articulation that we're seeing in these digital renders, it looks decent enough. It looks decent enough.
It's that guy's seen some stuff. I'm talking Moto,
missing an arm,
an eye, than the other.
Yeah, that's true.
I know this guy loves hot dogs. So
my next question is: these are the biker mice from Mars. Where's the bikes?
Hey, man, don't ask questions. You don't have the answer to.
Just take the figure.
They're also mice, rats, the biggest eared, cutest mice. They're very cute, but the abs are very intimidating. So this guy, come on, they're very happy. They're very cool guys. Again. Yeah, he's wearing the cut. Where's the bike, dude? Yeah.
Where's the bikes?
Wow, sons of whatever, Mars.
Next up, we are Mattel, kind of like HasLab, where Hasbro does their crowdfunded projects. Mattel is another toy company where they do they're calling it Mattel Creations, another crowdfunding option for fans. Here they are doing the $250 Jurassic Park motorized gates So it's just the gates that open and close for the Hammond collection figures. So it's the 3 3/4 inch scale figures. But this is everything that you could get. It's $250 just for the gates that open and close that are actually able to do that, which look amazing. I mean, what's more iconic? Potentially the T-Rex, but the Jurassic Park gates.
If you've ever watched Jurassic Park, that's sort of what sticks to your mind. I still see things like this. I mean, they put them up at every theme park. Now, my question is 20-inch tall, also $250. You're playing the lotto on what you get with it?
Well, here's what it is. It's the tier unlock system. So $250 gets you this. But if enough people back it, more stuff gets unlocked. Gotcha. So then you get more bang for your buck. So there's the Jeep that you get, or I can't remember, the Ford Explorer. I don't know what car it is. It's the one they said that doesn't get hurt in the movie, so that's kind of cool.
It's old. Yeah.
Yeah. You're also getting Timmy, or you can also get Timmy when he's on the fence getting electrocuted.
How would they put him on the gate, dude?
They put him on there.
I mean, yeah. The worst part of his point in the movie.
The worst time he's ever having. You're also getting the T-Rex here. Beautiful figure. Mattel does a really good job with these dinosaurs. Looks great, as well as the goat. You can get the goat.
The poor goat. We saw him briefly, but we remember him forever.
And the cool thing about this goat, even though it's just a goat, is that its leg can come off.
Oh, come on, dude. They're doing it so dirty. They're like, we want these things to look as childish as possible, but we want to electrocute the boy. Remember that scene?
Yep.
I'd like you to remember the point at which we killed the goat and put his leg on the screen. So,
yeah. What's the matter? Kid, you ever had lamb chops?
Yeah. Oh hell!
But yeah, here's just a little picture. I'm not sure who this person is, but they're hitting just to get a scale of how big those gates are, as well as the Ford Explorer car. So it's big, man. It has a presence for sure.
It is cool. Like, it's definitely every point in the movie that you remember. It's just funny to focus on that. And I guess it works, man. The gate is iconic. The Jeep, the goat were all big hit points.
For sure.
It makes sense.
So $250 for the gate, but if they get 5,000 backers, so 5,000 backers gets the gate with the Ford Explorer. So that's bingo. You get those. You're good to go. Now, if they reach 6,000, you get the post-electrocution Tim, as well as enclosure fences.
Oh man! All right,
that's at 6,000, and then at 8,000 you get the T-Rex, which was featured in the Lost World Jurassic Park, and then the fourth at 10,000 backers. So their goal is to double the backers from 5,000 to 10,000. But the last one, oh man, that's a solid last one to get the Lexi figure with the goat with the removable hind leg.
It's very funny to me that the goat is the goal, baby.
That's the last one. Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want this freaking dead goat, come on, man. Let's show up. And then Timmy
post-electrocution.
We'll give it to you at 6, but you want that freaking goat leg, man. We're going to 10K, and we'll give you the girl it as well. Everyone wants the goat. No, you don't want Lexi. Yeah, everyone's going for the goat right there for sure.
So yeah, this is their out tiers. It's cool also that they revealed all their tiers. They didn't, say, hey, if you hit this goal, we'll reveal the next one. They just gave it to everything. So which is cool. It's nice. But currently, right now, it's only at 786.
Oh, come on. How long? Ending on July 27th.
Yeah, so 28 days. It's around, I think that was 30 days, I think is what they gave themselves. And potentially it could be that not enough people know about this. I just kind of fell upon it and then kind of got to their website, mainly because it is the 3 3/4 inch scale figures. So we as 1/6 collectors don't really, we're not really paying attention to that. But man, it is just so iconic, like you said, to get those gates, to get the T-Rex, to get Timmy electrocuted, to get goat.
I think you're 100% right. I think you post this on TikTok, man, there's gonna be 80,000 people gunning for that goat leg, dude. The goat on the windshield, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So
the
yeah,
first casualty of Jurassic Park. Come on.
that's right. So yeah, 786. We'll see. I don't know if I'll kind of periodically check in on this. I don't see it funding, but best of luck to the Mattel Creations team.
Yeah, I hope so.
Amazing crowd. I think the product itself solid. The tiers solid, but the scaling and the collectability. I don't know. It's a smaller group of people.
It is pricey a little bit to, if you're gunning for the goat.
Yeah.
To drop 250 and hope that the rest of the world is going to drop that for you as well. But
yeah.
Still, I don't know. I want to see that goat leg.
Under $300 though, compared to Hasbro, who always decides to put it at $300 for no matter what or how bad the tiers are.
There you go. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Get after it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that will go ahead and bring us to the end of our show. Next up, we're going to be choosing one figure from this week. That is our pick of the week. So which one stood out to you? Which one you're like, yeah, that's the one I'm getting. That's the best one from this week. Let us know down below in the comments what your pick of the week is. Yeah, it can be anything. Again, it can be the HasLab, the crowdfundings, any little figure or reveal. Let us know your pick of the week down below. Let's go ahead and think about ours. Brad, what are you thinking? Think about it. Think about it while you're thinking about it. If you're heading over to Entertainment Earth, be sure to use our code BROTHERS for 10% off any in-stock items, as well as any outlet deal items. I'm talking figures that are for like under $10, and you can use them for fodder. You can use them for your perfect display. You choose, but make sure you use that code BROTHERS for 10% off your order. All right. What are you thinking, Brad?
I absolutely am stuck between. You already know. You're right there, dude. You already. I'm stuck between. Can't move my shoulders, Batman, Mr. Mike Keaton, the best, and you already know the second one. Whoa, well, you're teasing me. You're teasing me a little bit. So I do love that scene. You did not kill Anakin Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
It's tough. The emotional value of this character, I think, plays into a lot. However, I think the best one, honestly, out of all of them, to go back to it, has to be Indy, dude.
The Mezco Indy?
The Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
No, right here, man. Yeah.
They did a really good job on it.
Very good, dude. And it's a young freaking Han Solo, dude.
Harrison Ford, yeah.
Yeah, it's my boy Indy, man. It looks just like him. The spiders scare me a little bit, I won't lie, but I think that one's the winner. As much as I'm a huge Batman fan, and for $66, the number of the beast, I would love to go with that one. But you gotta give it to Indy, dude. That it's so high quality, it's so perfect.
It's nice.
I think they did it right. Yeah,
I think they did a good job. I'm gonna go Keaton Flash Batman. I think the face sculpt, it's not great. It's not great. I'll say that. But I'm not gonna display him with that. I'm displaying him like this, man. This is, man, and from what I hear, he's amazing in the Flash movie. I don't know how you feel about Flash movie or how our viewers feel about the Flash movie.
Right.
But I think from what I've seen and what I've heard about him, he does a great job. And so to get that figure art, S.H. Figure Arts, great articulation, cloth gets cape. Yeah, the head sculpt's terrible, but I'm not gonna display him with that. This looks great. I'm going S.H. Figure Arts, Michael Keaton Batman.
It's a win-win, man. You can't go wrong with either. I'm not choosing the rats from Mars. I would love to choose the freaking goat leg, but it's not funded yet, and they're still working on it. It's very expensive as well.
That's true.
You gotta go. Okay. You gotta choose, man. Harrison Ford or Michael Keaton? Come on,
I would go Harrison Ford. You're right.
Too iconic. Well, I'm a Blade Runner fan, so
there you go.
I have to go with my old boy. But
all right. Well, let us know down below your pick of the week, friends. Thank you for tuning in to another Toy Talk here, Action Figure Podcast with the Collecting Brothers. We're here every Sunday. Tune in. And of course, we all got figure reviews and all that news coming at you every single week. So again, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe for more. It really helps us out here at the channel. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers. We're pushing for that. And we're kind of cooking up a giveaway. We might be doing a giveaway here soon for that 1,000 subscriber goal.
Like that.
But yeah, so tune in. Make sure you guys are here every Sunday. We'll be here. Remember, keep playing, keep collecting, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.
Say bye. Mwah.